let me get this off the way because y'all have already seen that now. D Rose, where's it at? There we go. I feel like I haven't used this in forever, man. We haven't had I don't know. Like, I feel like we haven't been here in weeks, but it's only been a week. We're back, though. What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt. D Rose is on that side of your screen. This is the Golden Octagon MMA Podcast. D Rose, let the people know how you been over this past weekend, man.
Things been good over here. From a gambling perspective, it was absolutely crud this weekend for me again. So I'm on a 2-week losing streak right now. So I'm not feeling too good about gambling wise going into this weekend. But overall things have been good. And as far as the card this weekend, dude, it's an awesome card. And dude, I think it's going to be a card of the year, So I couldn't be more excited for Bellator versus Ryzen, the card of the year coming up this weekend. That's going to be an awesome show, man. Pitbull's going to take a short notice fight against some kickboxer. It's going to be the card of the year, man.
Bro, I could not care less about that, but hell yeah, dude, I am definitely excited for the UFC fights this weekend. UFC 291, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dude, top to bottom, dude. There's not one fight that I'm like, bro, I don't care what happens. Like every single fight, I'm like, I'm interested. I want to see what happens. So watch the prelims this weekend, y'all, and you won't regret it. But let me do us a favor and shout out the chat real quick. As always, our guy been in here every single day.
Yes,
Lush
sir.
Man, Gas Fire 100. The Lush Love Man. We also have a package to open from Lush later on the show. So Lush, we got your boxes here. So me and Andy Rose both got them. So we'll be opening them here later on. Been looking forward to UFC 291 predictions. Well, we are here live to do it, Austin. Same here. Also went to preemptively apologize for guaranteeing that Tiber was going to win last week's stream. I got possessed by the spirit of the dog. Austin, It happens every week, brother. You always go for the dog no matter what. But hey, you're right sometimes, so that's all that matters, all right? Let's see. I think spirit transferred to me because I'm all over Tony Ferguson this week. Yeah, me and Lush been chatting on Instagram, and he's on Tony. I just told him to be wary, man. Be wary. Hard not to root for Tony. I'm there with you. Okay, we are live indeed, and our guy back in here, Papa Chuck. Hope the OG is doing well, brother. I know new father. I personally don't have any children, but I know D Rose knows it could be stressful, and I just hear it myself, and I'm like, oh. She whiz.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a juggle, man. So definitely shout out to Papa Chuck and the family. Hope everything's going good with y'all, and shout out to you guys, and welcome to the live.
Welcome back. And then let's get it, boys. Silent 6 popping in here. Appreciate it, Silent 6. Sick photo there,
Yeah,
bigger show if you can't tell.
Yeah, I'm sure you like show. I'm sure you like showing Silent 6 just because of that.
Yeah. What's up, boys? Good to see you. Literally every fight card on UFC 291 is fire. Stoked for Saturday. Hell yeah. I believe we all are for the most part. But before we get into that, D Rose, we got something to take care of real quick. If you want to run through headlines from this past weekend, y'all. I don't know why on my news video on Monday, dude, I just skipped right over the Paul Craig like the Paul Craig versus Andre Muniz fight. I don't know what happened. I was just doing it like I normally do now, and I don't know, it just got removed from what I was doing, so I apologize for that, y'all. But fights this past weekend, D Rose, you want to talk about them at all?
I wouldn't mind talking about the Aspinall real quick, just because the way that he had just went in there and just handled business, man. I think he really picked up right where he left off right before the Curtis Blades injury. And Tybura, could you say it was a favorable matchup? Yes. I mean, I think that was kind of the intention, was to get Tom Aspinall that type of rebound fight. But in the same sense, Tybura was going to present a tough test, but man, Tom Aspinall just with flying colors, just landed the one shot the way he did, kind of getting knocked off balance, and then just going with the 1-2 right down the middle, completely froze Tybura, and it was a good stoppage. I had seen some people say it could have went a little bit longer, but no, I thought it was a great stoppage from Aspinall, and it was awesome to see him come back from the Curtis Blades injury in that way. But I'm kind of curious as far as like spinning it forward. He had said that he had wanted the matchup between Cyril Gahn and Sergey Spivak, but to me, the more interesting fight would be Tom Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich, because
and I feel like
I think
everyone's asking for that. Like,
I think that's the only fight to make at this point, in my opinion. But I guess tossing it to you, which of those fights would you want to see Tom Aspinall in?
I would much rather see him fight Sergey Pavlovich for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think just because those are obviously the two guys right now, and obviously the Stipe and John Jones fight is going to be next for the heavyweight title. And I mean, some people think that John Jones is going to stick around after his fight against Stipe. I don't think so. There's a chance you can maybe keep Aspinall and Pavlovich on ice until you find out what happens with Jones and Stipe, and maybe just do Pavlovich versus Aspinall for the vacant title. You just never know how it can really go. So, but yeah, Tom Aspinall just really put himself up front as far as who could be potentially next for the heavyweight title.
Agreed, brother. This past weekend altogether wasn't too bad for me. Won a 10-leg parlay, so I can't be too upset at that. Paid off the rest of my vacation for the end of the year, so glad I got that taken care of, dude. Shit's expensive. It's taken care of, so looking forward to this weekend. Hopefully I can win some money for my pockets, win something to pad the bank account. But one that did ruin, dude. I won about $500 this past weekend. I would have won about $2,000 this past weekend if Molly McCann would have just won, dude. I had her in like 6 different parlays. I had the opportunity to cash those out for like $600, but if she would have won, it would have been like $1,600, dude. I'm like, I trusted my balls. Thought she was going to get it done, man. But gee whiz, you want to talk about that at all?
I mean, honestly, just for as much as there is to talk about it, I mean, she had just gotten another
wrong meatball sub.
Just another meatball sub, man. I mean, man, it's almost even hard to kind of talk about it just because it's like she just got blown through yet again. Stoliarenko was supposed to be someone who was supposed to be served up to Molly McCann as kind of like a tune-up fight to kind of get Molly right, but Stoliarenko had trouble making 135. She made 145 and got ran over by Chelsea Chandler. She's moving down to 125, and people definitely had questions, but man, I thought Julia Stoliarenko, she really did her thing and got her signature armbar, so maybe she could be a little bit more of a threat down at 125 if she can make the weight consistently. And I heard it was rumored that Molly was going to consider dropping down to 115. I think that could be a good move for her because I do think that, compared to girls at 125, some of those girls are girls that dropped down from 135 as Stoliarenko was. And you can definitely see the size difference there. I think from a competitive standpoint, you can see Molly potentially compete better, just like how, we could see Paul Craig, compete better at 185.
Yeah, man, for sure. Dude, it was just one that I was just like, I felt so dumb after. Like, man, why did I believe in her that much, dude?
Yeah, same. I mean, she busted 2 of my parlays as well. So I mean, all I needed her to do was just win as well. And I definitely wouldn't have won as much as you did, but I would have been sitting pretty decent. But yeah, she busted a couple of my parlays too. I definitely had some faith in her, but man, that's just I don't want to say we believed in the hype train a little bit, but we thought that she could take care of Stoliarenko.
I was like, Julia Stoliarenko might not even make weight, dude, and she looked fine on the scales, and then just did her thing, dude. She got hit a few times, and I'm like, okay, Molly, and then it just went, dude. Silent Six's comment. That's why it's been up here so long now, dude. Molly was safe from the armbar, dude, and then she flipped. It was a Cody Brundage. Like Rodolfo, like Vieira situation, dude. It's like you were out, you were safe, until you flipped over, dude, into the armbar. I was like, oh no. Just not the best IQ, if I'm going to be honest. Hopefully she can do a little bit better down at 115. But yeah, man. Anything else from this past weekend that you would like to talk about? I'm gonna let you have the floor because I'm good, man. Aside from
Yeah,
Paul
I
Craig
mean,
looking good, but
yeah,
Andre Muniz just kind of after the Uriah Hall fight, and especially after this one. Now it's like, okay, after the like Uriah Hall fight, I was like, okay, he's going to go for nothing but arm bars, and then I forgot who he fought, and he looked all right on the feet. But now it's like he's just striking. You're not even going for do what you're good at, dude. So I don't even know what's up with Andre Muniz, dude. I'm off the bandwagon. It's just like, bro, I don't know what your deal is. You don't even make sense at this point. Paul Craig looked good down at 185. Got the won me 50 something bucks. That was the other bet that I had. Put $3 on Paul Craig round 1, round 2 KO TKO after the weigh-in. So I hit that. Felt pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that's a big hit too, man. And now Paul Craig, I think just he has been. If you hear something going off, that's my dryer going off in the background right now. But yeah, no, he looked really good, and I thought Muniz. I think the reason why Muniz was probably striking a little bit more. I don't think that he really wanted to make tomato. That sounds like some awful mean McDonald's sandwich, like a McTomato. But hell yeah, Derek. Hell yeah, man.
Shout out, Derek. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
$2 donation, brothers.
But no, Paul Craig definitely looked a little reinvented down at 185, and I thought that Muniz didn't go for the takedown just because Paul Craig's ground game is so good. I think Paul Craig would, invite that. And I thought that he, kind of made his striking look good. And once Muniz kind of hit Paul Craig with that headbutt there in the second round, it almost just seemed like it pissed Paul Craig off and just took him down, and he had just completely battered Muniz until the ref stopped it. And thought it was just a good way for him to. Now he's ranked in the top 15, calling out Bo Nickel, calling out Hamzat. So yeah, he's definitely feeling good and refreshing in a new division right now. And I don't know if he's going to be title if he's going to be winning any titles or anything, but I do think he's going to be more competitive at 185.
Yeah, nice card, brother. Yeah, dude. UFC London never disappoints though. I'm always a fan of it. Is there anything else on the card that you want to talk about though?
No. I mean, I'm good.
All right. In that case, let's dude, because there was 15 fights. Like if we go through all of them, there's just gonna be a ton. So let's move on to our UFC fight announcements, dude. And just like last week, I'm gonna be smarter and I'm gonna bring it up on the screen so y'all can see it. So even if you don't hear me, you at least see what's going on. So let me zoom in on this and then figure out where we were at from last week.
Let's do this together.
Yeah, brother. I believe
we did all the.
Yeah, I think we're right here. To be honest. Oh wow, zoomed in way too far. Yeah, 6 days ago. Here we go. Up first, we got probably UFC newcomer versus Vanessa Demopoulos. You care about that?
No.
All right, fair enough. Okay, wrong way. Sorry. We did that. What the hell are we doing? Wow, we already did this.
Yeah, I told you we did some of those. Like I think it was right after like Islam and all those. I'm pretty sure we.
So this is official, dude. Why is this zoomed in so far? Yeah, that's official now, dude. Do you actually? Gee whiz, it's thunder in here, raining. Do you actually think this fight happens or no?
I think there's a good chance that this fight happens because I think it just makes more sense. I thought the Ikram fight, he just didn't have enough hype coming in to kind of get the Paulo Costa fight, but there's a storyline with the Hamzat fight. It seems like Paulo Costa is a little bit more inviting for this fight. He's been calling for this fight for a little bit. He's been doing interviews with Ariel, wearing the gourmet chin shirt, talking about how he's going to have an early knockout against Hamzat. So I definitely do think that he's going to be a little bit more excited for this fight. I think this fight makes more sense. And if he beats Hamzat, he did say he wanted to try to get back at Izzy and he wanted to try to get a title fight next again. And I do think he matches up well against Hamzat. He's got really good takedown defense and he's got good jiu-jitsu himself. So I don't think Hamzat's just going to be able to go in there and just completely run him over. I think he's going to have to earn the takedown a little bit more. And I think this fight does happen though.
All right, fair enough. The Scousers don't get knocked out; they just roll themselves deeper in the armbar.
Pretty much,
dude. It's just, dude. Dave Portnoy's probably kicking himself at this point.
Yep.
like what did I do?
Hey, Molly got that bag, so
yeah.
Molly got the bag.
So Ikram going up against Nasruddin Imavov. You care about that?
That's actually a pretty good fight, and I think this is a fight that kind of makes a little more sense. Imavov he's coming off. I know he's coming off the Chris Curtis, no contest or whatever. Yeah. But and what was it? The Sean Strickland loss before that. So it kind of makes sense. I don't know, if he would fight, in terms of him taking a newcomer or something like that. So in Ikram, could be a good fight for him and could be a way for him to crack himself to the top 15 as well. So I think it's a really good matchup.
Indeed, dude. Oliveira, Makhachev too. I believe that got dude. Didn't we talk about that last week? Dude, what's your early thoughts on it? I want Oliveira earlier this side. I know I called it spot on last time, dude, but I think I'm on Oliveira this side, dude.
Man, here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes me a little weary is that just a couple of weeks ago he was saying he wouldn't be ready till November or December, and now he's taking the fight in October. Does he want to take the fight in Abu Dhabi, or you know what I mean? Does he want to try to at least have the fight like in America? Could he get it somewhere where it's maybe a neutral setting instead of a crowd that's going to be heavy towards Islam? But I do think that he's definitely got the tools to be Islam, man. But I just think that that wild man just comes out in him too much, and Islam's just a little too calculated. But I think Charles is going to be a little more calculated in his approach coming up in this fight as well. So I think it's going to be a lot closer than the first fight.
All right, dude. We got this shitter. Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkalj, dude. Care about that?
Not really. No.
Okay. Dude, the new main event for UFC Nashville, Sandhagen versus Font. I'll be there. What is it, next week, dude? On the 5th. I'll be there. If y'all see me, come say what's up. I'll try to wear something recognizable so y'all see me. But if not, hope y'all enjoy the fights. It's gonna be kind of wild, dude. I'm excited to see what seats and everything are like. And a little preview. I got tickets to Grasso versus Shevchenko 2 in Vegas in September already, and I got them when they dropped for pretty cheap. So that's good. No complaints there. But thoughts on this, man? I know that I'm a little bit bummed out on this, as the main event.
Yeah, well, I guess won't you? Well, I'll say this. I think it's a good matchup for Corey, as far as it was supposed to be against Umar. Umar falls out with a freak injury. He posted a video of him dislocating his shoulder off of a jab, getting punched in the chest. But freak injury. Rob Font comes in. He was already getting ready for a fight with he's already getting ready for a fight with Song, so he's going to be in pretty decent shape already. Just got to make weight just a few weeks earlier, and I think it's a good replacement. Font coming off the big knockout against Yanez, and Sandhagen, kind of coming in on a roll himself, and I think it could potentially be a banger of a fight. I agree with Silent Six there.
I'm not mad at the fight itself. I'm mad at the fight being the main event, because I feel like as a main event, it should be a very competitive fight that you kind of don't know how it's going to go, dude. I don't like seeing main events like where we got minus 300 opening odds, dude. Let me just see what opening odds are real quick, just because, dude, it's like we know how this is going to go. Corey's going to be on the outside the whole time, moving side to side. kick him, teep kick him, stuff like that, dude. It's like I know how this fight goes, and it's like when I got tickets, I was excited for Poirier versus Umar because I'm like, damn, that's an interesting fight. Is Umar legit? We're gonna find out. But now I get this fight that it's like, bro, this could be like if this was in the Apex, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like I just don't think this is worthy to take on the road as the main event. I
feel like it's because I feel like it is tainted because you were going to the event. I feel like that is why it is tainted, because if you were watching this card on TV, you'd be like, yeah, that is a suitable, fine main event. But I believe because you're going.
And that's 100%. But that's the risk when you buy tickets to UFC events. One can fall out, and then you just have to get whatever you get. Dude, right now, Corey Sandhagen minus 265, Rob Font plus 225. Dude, it's like, I don't know. It's just, as you said, I'm just a little bummed out because I was excited for going to Sandhagen versus Umar, and then now it's like I'm going to Font versus Sandhagen. It's like,
but what if Sandhagen all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like has one of his highlight reel like flying knee knockouts, and you get to be like witness to like one of his highlight reel like spinning heel kick knockouts or some crazy shit like that or something, or Rob Font pull off the upset.
Like me, but my point is, it's not as I'm not getting what I originally anticipated when we got the tickets,
Right, I get it, but yeah, man. I think
anyway, we spent enough time on this. We got Honey Barcelos taking on Saeed Nurmagomedov is out. Kyler Phillips will now take on Honey Barcelos at UFC Nashville. Cool. Now I get to see Honey Barcelos at UFC Nashville. Thoughts on that, man?
He's gonna approach you for all the shit you've been talking about him. He's gonna be like, man, I heard you been saying I ain't that Phillips. Good.
Yeah, dude, you know how much taller I am than Hani Barcelos?
As soon as he whips one good leg kick on your ass,
dude, a fighter's not just going to leg kick you in public. They're not just going to do that.
Hey, you don't know. You don't know.
He doesn't even speak English, dude. He has no clue what I'm saying, man.
It's getting back to him. Obviously, your platform's blowing up. You think I'm going to reach anything?
But what's your thoughts on it, man?
I mean, decent fight, I guess. I mean, I don't really care about it that much.
Let's go, Kyler Phillips. The Denton's going to be this weekend, and then that's the results from UFC London. And then here we go. Sam Patterson returning against Nasrat Haqparast. Thoughts on that, or you care?
Decent fight. I mean, Sam Patterson, I know he kind of had his height derailed by
Ashmos.
Oh boy, Ashmos. Yeah, he just lost Chris Duncan this past weekend, but good to see him back, I guess. Nasrat, he's in a pretty fun fight sometimes, but decent fight.
That's how I feel, Austin. It's like, dude, I just feel like it's just a boxer versus a rangy kickboxer. We know how this fight goes. I just know how this fight goes. The comment on Kyler Phillips' photo, how many Russians will be? I wonder how they have such a big population. Let me see. I didn't see it. Oh, well. Anyway, almost clicked back on the wrong thing. But, yeah, man, last one. We got Dolidze versus Derek Brunson, dude. Derek Brunson retired because he thought he was like, man, I'm just getting crushed by these animals. He thought he was going to get an easier fight, man. And thoughts on this one?
Man, this is also a tough fight for him.
Dude, look at this retirement. I mean, look at this retirement. Look at this comment right here. I'm gonna like it. Oh my God, Brunson should have stuck to retirement.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super tough fight, man. It's a super tough fight, but I will say most of the time his fights are pretty fun for the most part. They're pretty wild, so I think and Rome Dolidze, he brings the chaos
Brunson
as well.
looks
So
like Pusha T.
No, Pusha T, or
that's what it says.
No, Pusha T, get out of here. No way. Yeah, I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. But no, that's a banger of a fight though. It'll be fun for as long as it lasts.
Yeah. And then I think the other there was one more on here: Gaethje versus Malarkey. Yeah, I don't care. Robert Whittaker, mini versus Jamie Malarkey.
Oi, mate, that's a crock of a fight.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Any other news that you know of that you think I'm maybe missing out on?
Nothing I could think of, man. I'm just pretty stoked to talk about the pay-per-view this weekend, man.
And we are here, baby. So let's get into it.
It's an intriguing card, man. I do think like a lot of the matchups, I think like a lot of the matchups are kind of like, one person can expose the other person's weaknesses in a lot of these different matchups. So yeah, I think it's a well-matched card up and down.
Yeah. I shared for a second, but I didn't I also shared with audio, and when the Crest commercials pop up, I don't want them to blast y'all's ears out, so I had to share without the audio real quick. Yeah, so there we go.
I was laughing at that last Silent 6 comment.
Let me see where I didn't. I'm not even on the comments, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
No. Crikey, boys, more fights than shake a stick.
We all get our Australian accent on.
Stick at. Yeah. Bro, I have the worst Australian accent, dude.
Oi.
Crikey, boys, more fights than you can shake a stick at.
Hell yeah, Volkanovski, let's go.
All right.
Just a scratch. It's just a scratch.
Dude, I know you're excited for your shirt to come in. I'm excited you aren't wearing a shirt today.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
I actually could not find it. I couldn't find it.
We got UFC 291 this weekend. Poirier versus Gaethje 2 for the BMF title. That's the baddest motherfucker, if y'all didn't know. Taking place at the Vivid Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. And for the first time tonight, we'll be mentioning that we will be at Elevation this weekend. Probably one of 17 times tonight that we will say the word Elevation tonight. We got 12 fights, though. And there's some bangers. Every single one of them I'm pretty much ready for. We got the Diamond, Dustin Poirier, taking on Justin, the Highlight Gaethje. We got the Polish powerhouse himself, unless he leaves it in his hotel room. Jan Blachowicz taking on Poton, Alex Pereira. We got Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson taking on, I believe it's Demolador or the ex-acrobat of the UFC, Michel Pereira. We got El Kukui, Tony Ferguson taking on Bobby King Green. We got the Maverick, Michael Chiesa taking on the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. Let's go, Kevin Holland, this weekend, baby. We got Officer Trevin Giles taking on Gabriel Bonfim. We got the Black Beast, Derek Lewis taking on, this is one person, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, or Pezal, if you will. That's just one guy. We got Roman Kapilov taking on Claudio Haberio. Jake Matthews versus Darius Flowers, the Celtic Kid Jake Matthews versus Darius Flowers. We got CJ Vergara taking on the guy with one of the dumbest haircuts I've seen in a while. The last time he fought, it was like a mustache on the front of his head. Benicio Salvador. Dorian likes this guy. We got Matthew Simmelsberger taking on, or Semi the Jedi, Matthew Simmelsberger taking on Euros the Doctor, Medic, and Miranda. Fear the Maverick taking on Zombie Girl. Priscilla Cachoeira. D-Rose, thoughts on the card? Give me a grade as a whole. Just the names, dude.
Man, I just got to say, just a sidebar, like, how I am with the Dan Hooker just a scratch thing, you love mentioning how Jan loves his Polish power at the hotel room. Like, that is your absolute go-to for whenever you talk about him
say that. I was like, what did you just say? He goes, look, I guess I must have left my legendary Polish power in the hotel room after he lost the title to Glover. I was like, how does that even make sense?
Like, that is your absolute go-to line whenever you mention Jan Blachowicz. Like, I love it. I love it. But but no, I like overall, dude, the card is like, it's an absolute banger. I think we had even kind of mentioned it on the pods before going into UFC 290. I think headline wise, name wise, I think this card is actually more loaded than what 290 was, and look how much 290 ended up delivering. So I think there's a chance that 291 can deliver even more. So you hate to put expectations that high for a card, but this definitely has a name value to deliver on that.
Hell yeah, man. Solid A from me. No complaints. Tell you what, lads, Justin and Dustin are going to give it a fair shake of the sauce bottle in their fight. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Thoughts on Lewis not being on the main card? But, I mean, you see the card this weekend. We got a lot. I mean, I like me some D-Lou. I wouldn't have minded if they moved that to the main event next weekend. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. Struth. This card is going to go off like a frog in a sock. Even better, might go off like a bag of prawns in the sun. Man, these must be some Australian, New Zealand sayings, dude. I've never heard these before. First fight of the night. Yeah, first fight of the night, D-Rose. We got my girl, Miranda, Fear the Maverick, taking on Priscilla Cachoeira, the zombie girl, if you will. Miranda Maverick, 11-5, won 2 of her last 5, lost her last fight against Jasmine Jasudavicius, beat Shayna Young and Sabina Mazo, and then lost to Erin Blanchfield and Macy Barber. Well, she beat Macy Barber, let's be real. That fight was a robbery. Priscilla Cachoeira is 12-4 overall and won 4 of her last 5. Last beat Ariane Lipsky. Ji Young Kim, I don't know. Tough fight. Tried to eye gouge Jillian Robertson's eyes out. Beat Jenna Mazzani via knockout in the 3rd round, and then stopped Shayna Dotson via uppercut. Dude, holy smokes at this line, dude. Minus 340 favorite for Miranda Maverick. Priscilla Cachoeira plus 270, dude. And to top it off, Miranda Maverick opened up like a minus 500 favorite. So just to throw that out there. Yeah, dude. But Miranda Maverick does train at Elevation usually. So I guess she's going to be more prepared for this weekend and in Utah in Elevation. But let's get into this. Miranda Maverick, 26 years old, 5'3", 65-inch reach. Priscilla Cachoeira, 34 years old, 5'7", 65-inch reach. So Miranda Maverick going to be about 7. What is this? Wait, no, like 8 years younger and have an inch reach advantage, but a 4-inch height disadvantage, man. You want to start or do you want me to go this week?
Yeah, I can start this week. Yeah, I don't mind.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think this fight's actually, we had talked about it privately, but just in terms of betting line, I still think the betting line is a little bit out of whack. I think Zombie Girl, we know that she's dangerous at all times. And I think Miranda Maverick, she is, I think in terms of, all the tools, I think she's more well-rounded, but she has shown in some fights, where she, I think in that last fight against Jasudavicius, Jasudavicius kind of dominated her in all assets, in the striking and in the wrestling. So that was kind of a little bit surprising to see. And we know that Zombie Girl can crack. She can throw leather, and she's, as we just noted, she's won 4 or 5, so she's been on a roll. But I do think Miranda Maverick's the more well-rounded, and Zombie Girl is prone to getting submitted in some of her losses. So I do think that Miranda Maverick does have some good wrestling. I think that if she can utilize that, maybe even get a submission there, I see Miranda Maverick getting the dub here, as long as she just fights a smart fight.
I agree, man. Starting off, Priscilla has 2 advantages here: the power and the cheating. Because she will cheat. She's gonna grab the fence.
Got some Tim Elliott in her.
Yeah, she's gonna grab gloves. She's gonna grab the fence. She's gonna gouge your eye. She's probably gonna pull your hair. Anything she can do to win. So she does have those 2 advantages. But aside from that, Miranda is more active on the feet, not as powerful, but constantly throwing, keeping a jab. She definitely has the wrestling advantage because you might be able to, if the wind blew hard enough, Priscilla might fall over because she has terrible takedown defense, dude. And then once she's on her back, she has no answer, dude. But I agree with you, man. But once again, this line makes me want to not parlay this one this weekend. I don't like the line.
No.
If it was maybe 2-1, I'd start putting in some stuff. But at this price, I would just I might just have a maybe take a taste at Miranda Maverick round 2, round 3 sub. But yeah, Miranda Maverick this weekend is the way I'm going. Anything else on this one, man? Or me and you both on Fear the Maverick this weekend?
Fear the.
All right, me and D-Rose both on Fear the Maverick. Let's see. Oh, wow. Y'all have been in here. Lines like this are why I stay away from Women's Day unless it's the super sure dog. Yeah.
I mean,
with all the internet before going on UFC 300, Zuckerberg versus Musk, Tate versus Cowboy. Crazy game for it asking too. Dude, they are just trying to make this fight with like the Francis fight just irrelevant. They're like, let's just cover everything up. Francis doesn't care. I got my 9-leg peg parlay for this week, waiting on the weigh-ins for my sure bet. All right, well, good luck, brother. Honestly, didn't put fighting Bonfim in my last parlays. Too many unanswered questions, yeah. And we'll get to it here soon. Smart man Nate, always wait for weigh-ins. Dude, I try to, but usually those are the ones that fall out first. Usually my reads are better before the weigh-ins, as crazy as it sounds. Yeah. But up next, dude, we got Semi the Jedi, Matthew Semelsberger, taking on Uros Medic. I appreciate you, D-Rose, for going first. Letting me break this one down, dude. You know I'm a Semi the Jedi fan, right?
Yep, that's your guy.
Yeah, dude. Semi the Jedi versus Uros Medic. Semi the Jedi, Matthew Semelsberger, 11-5, won 3 of his last 5. But let's be real, could be 4 of his last 5. Dropped Jeremiah Wells in pretty much in the first 2 rounds in his last fight. Could have won that fight, in my opinion. Uros Medic is 8-1. His only loss is to Jalen Turner via submission. But that being said, Matthew Semelsberger minus 140 favorite, or at least right here, I believe that's changed a lot now. I believe he's like a minus 180. Uros Medic plus 120 dog. Matthew Semelsberger, 30 years old, 6'1", 75-inch reach. Uros Medic, 30 years old, 6'1", 70-inch reach. One thing to note, D-Rose, Uros Medic does fight down at 155. He's been out for a year and a month with a hand injury. He got surgery. He is taking this fight on short notice, so late replacement, up a weight class, and at elevation, dude. And this guy has never been to the 3rd round, I think. Semi the Jedi, KO this weekend. Which way are you going, D-Rose?
Yeah, that's Uros Medic, he definitely does have some ability, good striking. He's got good finishing instinct, and I think he's got good leg kicks. He's a good kickboxer overall, but I think you had kind of just laid it out perfectly, just in terms of, he's taking the fight on short notice, up a weight class. He's a tall guy, lanky guy, so I think, maybe if there's a chance that if he tried to intentionally go to 170, maybe he could do it, but we don't know if that's been in his plans, and maybe he's just taking this fight on short notice, and his fight isn't filled for his body isn't filled for 170. And I think Semelsberger, he can definitely crack, and the time that Uros Medic got finished, I believe he got knocked out by Jalen Turner. So
he got cracked and then
clubbed and sub. Clubbed and sub, that's right. But yeah, I think Semelsberger, not the sub, but I think he'll potentially do the same thing and potentially get him out of there. Let's get Semelsberger.
All right, me and D-Rose both on Semi the Jedi this weekend. I feel like maybe D-Rose may have been on Uros Medic before I broke it down. He was like, I want to pick Uros Medic.
Man, I've been looking, but I don't know. Like you said, once him taking the fight on short notice and everything, and man, it's just it's tough for sure. I was definitely looking at it for sure, and I think maybe on a gambler perspective, I mean, he's like right now on ESPN is showing Semelsberger as a minus 210. I mean, that's kind of a heavy line.
He's a pretty big favorite. So Matt over 1.5 KO same game parlay, possibly, dude. But dude, I'm a Matthew Semelsberger fanboy, so take this with a grain of salt, dude. This dude has the equivalent to like Derek Lewis power at 170. Like, he's dropping dudes with like jabs. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the dude's got power. He's still green. He's raw. So, I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I'm a fan of him. I don't know if this goes over 1.5 because, once again, at elevation, and Urosh hasn't been to the third round at sea level. So take that what you will, man. How much he's been training coming back off of injury, you never know. Yeah, man. Me and D Rose, both on Matthew Simlesbury this week. Next fight we got here's one that we might have our first pick of the week right here, D Rose. We got CJ Vergara taking on Vicinis Fenomeno Salvador. D Rose is a fan of this guy. He might be a fraud though. We'll find out. CJ Vergara 11-4-1, alternating wins and losses. Wins 3 of his last 5. Vicinis Salvador 14-5, won 4 of his last 5. Last loss against Victor Altamirano. CJ Vergara minus 170 favorite. Vicinis Salvador plus 145 dog. CJ Vergara 32 years old, 5'6", 68-inch reach. Vicinis Salvador 27 years old, 5'7", 70-inch reach. D Rose, break it down.
Yeah, this fight on low key does have fight of the night written all over it, just because Vergara, we know that he can be in a slugfest, and Vicinis Salvador. I know you keep mentioning that I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his style, man, because he just he goes out there and he goes for it. You know, win, lose,
he's
or draw.
got one of the dumbest haircuts I've ever seen in my life. Like, I know it's like the like to pay homage to like the Brazilian, like the soccer legend dude, but it just looks like a giant mustache just right on the front of his head, dude. If he comes back in here with that this week, I'm laying the wood on CJ Vergara.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not here to promote the hairstyle by any means. I'm just here to promote the fight style. And that dude, he's an absolute animal when he fights. Goes for the finish all the time. But Vergara's a dude. He's got a really good chin. I mean, I think he's been submitted a couple of times, but as far as knocking him out, it's going to be really hard to knock him out. But what I'm thinking is that, Salvador, coming off of that Victor Altamirano fight, he really went in there to try to knock Altamirano out early and couldn't get the knockout. I think he was a better striker overall, but kind of burned his gas tank there out there at the end. I think it'd be a little bit more measured in his approach here. Vergara was still getting cracked in his last fight against your boy. What was it? Daniel Santos.
He keeps changing his name. He's the same person though.
It's hard to keep up with which name he goes by, but yeah, he was still getting cracked in that fight a couple of times. And remember when he hit him when Vergara got hit with the spinning heel kick and was like running around the octagon, so it was a crazy fight. But I'm going Vicinis Salvador here. I think Vicinis Salvador gets it done.
I'm disagreeing with you, D Rose, simply because CJ Vergara is like a pressure boxer. He's in your face at all times because he's always a little bit smaller than his opponents are. So he's always right in your face. I think I look at the Daniel Santos fight, Daniel Silva fight, whichever one it is. He knew the assignment, dude. He knew this guy's a handful in the first 4 minutes, dude. And if he don't get you out of there, you're good. You're in the clear. And he understood the assignment. Get cracked once and just run around, tire this guy out. And that's exactly what he did. But for this fight, dude, I don't want to say it's the same fight, but dude, kind of the same fight. If he can pressure like Vicinis Salvador, those wild looping hooks that he throws, he's not going to land with those. He's going to be on his back foot, getting pressured, and he's going to get gassed. Give me CJ Vergara this week. Maybe late finish, but probably a decision. Once again, they are in elevation, so Vicinis Salvador may get exposed this week with his gas tank being shit. So we'll find out. Give me CJ Vergara this week with our first different pick. D Rose on Vicinis Salvador. Dude, I don't know why I have so much trouble with his name. I always call him Vicinis Salvador. Vicinis Salvador.
Vinicius.
Yeah. But yeah. First different pick of the day. D Rose on Salvador. I am on CJ Vergara. Oh, D Rose, what am I doing? You tried to let this escape you. Results from last week's pick champ were D Rose picked Shauna Bannon. I picked Bruno Brazil. I got that one right. D Rose picked Josh Cooleybow, and I picked Lerone Murphy. So I got that one right. D Rose picked Chris Duncan, and I picked Ashmos. D Rose got that one right. So I got 2 of the 3. Pick champ is still here this week. Suck it, dork. All right, moving on. We got Jake Matthews taking on Darius Flowers. Let me get this back up here. So this is another one, dude. That interesting fight. This is one that I think a lot of people are high on Jake Matthews this week, and I am maybe more on the side of let me not bet this fight because I'm maybe not the biggest Jake Matthews fan in the world. Looked good against Andre Fiallo, but we see what Andre Fiallo looks like now. Besides that, dude, he hasn't really impressed me too much. Yeah, dude, fought pretty much a lot of fights in the UFC now. We know what we have for the most part. But yeah, Jake Matthews, Darius Flowers. The Celtic Kid, Jake Matthews is get out of the way so I can see 18-6. Won 3 of his last 5. Lost his last one against Matthew Simmelsberger. And before that, Sean Brady. Darius Beast Mode Flowers, 12-5-1, won 4 of his last 5. This is going to be his UFC debut, coming off a Contender Series slam KO over this guy. Jake Matthews, 28 years old, 5'11", 72-inch reach. Darius Flowers, 28 years old, 5'9", 71-inch reach. Whose turn is it? D-Rose, mine or yours?
Yours.
All right. From what I've seen, Darius Flowers, this is another one of those elevation fights this week. That Darius Flowers looks good round 1, dude, but outside that round 1, it's like I don't want to say he falls off a cliff, but his output drops significantly. So, Jake Matthews should win this fight. I believe he wins this fight. If he can last around 1, he has it in the bag. But I'm agreeing with Nate right here. If Darius wins, it's a first round, and that's all I know. Then that's how I feel, dude. I'm going Jake Matthews, round 2, round 3 TKO. But dude, it wouldn't surprise me too much if Darius Flowers KO'd him round 1, just because I've seen Jake Matthews get cracked, dude. But I'm going Jake Matthews to win the fight this weekend. Which way are you going, brother?
Yeah, I mean, Jake Matthews definitely got the talent, and he's definitely got the just his terms of experience. He's definitely got it in his favor. Darius Flowers, big hitter. As you said, explosive starter when it comes to getting started, and he's got heavy hands when it comes to the boxing. But I do think that that last fight against Simmelsberger for Jake Matthews kind of exposed him a little bit in terms of you can hit him pretty easy and you can hurt him, and
power,
he had good right, but Darius Flowers he has good power too, man, and Jake Matthews
I'm sorry,
but no, Jake Matthews, look, he had good survival instincts in that Simmelsberger's fight, so he was able to draw it out to a decision. But I do think that Darius Flowers, I think if he can go in there and hit him a couple times, I'm not huge on Jake Matthews, man. I never really have been, and I think that Darius Flowers, let's go with the dog here. I think Jake Matthews can get it done, or I think Jake Matthews potentially gets finished this week. Let's go Darius Flowers.
All right, D Rose on the dog this week of Darius Flowers. I'm gonna guess round 1 KO.
Round 1 or 2. And I mean, look, like I said, Jake Matthews had good survival instinct. I don't know if you got the dog in Darius Flowers. I don't know how much you want to play with in terms of method of finish, because you already got the dog money there. But but yeah, I think he gets it done.
All right. That being said, up next we got Roman Kopylov. Does Roman have a nickname? He does not. And then taking on Claudia Haberio. That's what his coach does the whole time he's fighting.
Literally.
Dudes should have purple hair this weekend. Basically, Michel Pereira likes to dance, wastes a whole bunch of gas coming to the ring. We'll see it. But anyway, we got Roman Kapilov 10-2, won 3 of his last 5. Claudio Hiberio 11-3, won 4 of his last 5. Roman Kapilov minus 230 favorite. Claudio Hiberio plus 190 dog. Roman Kapilov 32 years old, 6 foot with a 75-inch reach. Hiberio 31 years old, 6'1", 77-inch reach. So Hiberio an inch taller and 2-inch reach advantage. D Rose, is it your turn?
Yes, mine. And I think this is a pretty good this should actually be a pretty good fight too. I think Claudio Barrow, he usually comes and brings a fight. I know didn't he lost to did he lose to Abdul-Razak Hassan?
Yeah.
Is that who it
was?
Yeah. So I know he lost that fight and he came back. He fought Joseph Holmes in his last fight, looked good in that one. But Joseph Holmes is Joseph Holmes, you know what I mean? But Roman Kapilov,
Jamie Pickett,
yeah, pretty. I know that's your guy, man. That's your guy. But no, Roman Kapilov looked good striking. He was crushing Soriano in his last fight with his body kicks, multiple times, and was able to get Soriano out of there. And Soriano is a tough dude and hard to finish. So, if you're able to do something like that, I think Claudio, I think it'll be a good fight for as long as it lasts. Could potentially see another finish here as well. Kapilov striking super crisp. He's on point with everything. Good distance management. I think Kapilov gets it done here.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this one short. Claudio is going to gas after the first round and get finished. Roman Kapilov via knockout. That's the way I am going. I'm not even going to waste y'all's time anymore, dude. Claudio's good for round 1. He's explosive, but outside of that, once again, just gases, and we are at elevation, so he might not even last a full round. We'll find out. Next fight of the night, we got the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, taking on Marcos Rogerio Hazal de Lima. Hell yeah. Black Beast 26-11, lost 4 of his last 5. His win was against Chris Daukaus. Flip side for Hazal, 21-8-1 and won 4 of his last 5. Only loss was to Bogolianov. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. Derek Lewis would crush everyone that Marcos beat, and even who he lost to, dude. It's not the same competition. Derek Lewis plus 110 dog according to Tapology, but if you look at actual odds, I believe Derek Lewis about a plus 190 dog, plus 200 dog, something like that. De Lima should be a minus 210, 215 favorite, something like that. We got Derek Lewis, 38 years old, 6'3", 79-inch reach. Hazal is 38 years old, 6'1", with a 75-inch reach. So D Lou going to have a 2-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage. Dorian, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Dude, too many people counting out the Black Beast this weekend. Dude, the bookies are counting out the Black Beast this weekend. Did they forget who the Black Beast was? I mean, gee whiz. I don't see him losing this fight. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's beat the better competition. Yeah, he's lost recently, but I saw the interview today. He said that he had been, cutting 25 pounds in 3 days. And like in his past 3 fights, he was cutting 25 pounds in 3 days to make 265, dude. So he said he's back healthy like this week. He's already got his weight down. So, dude, I'm excited. Hopefully D-Lou comes back this week, knocks out Hazal. We get them hook 'em horns. Hazal once again regularly has a shitty gas tank. Usually looks good in round 1 and not outside of that. And once again, we are at elevation this weekend. Derek Lewis doesn't really throw too much volume normally, but that's because, he's got that one hitter quitter that'll get you out of there. So I believe he's going to last longer than Hazal does, if you ask me. But yeah, D-Lou via knockout this weekend, and that's the way I'm going. Which way are you going this week, D-Rose?
Such a tough fight for me to call, dude. Just because I'm a big Derek Lewis fan. Love me some Derek Lewis, Black Beast, and pays out. He's been a little bit more dangerous in his last few fights. He's been on a little bit of a roll. The finish, and I know Ben Roethlis's a little bit older, but for him to finish Ben Roethlisberger the way he did, it's pretty tough to be able to just knock Ben Roethlisberger the hell out the way he did, and yeah, I mean that's still a pretty impressive finish nonetheless. But I do understand what you mean in terms of the level of competition. Derek Lewis definitely does have the higher level of competition, but man, the tie fight. I'm not gonna say he looked a little uninspired in that fight, but the Cyril Gane fight, the Pavlovich fight, he just let Pavlovich walk him down. I don't know, man. I just think Derek Lewis, I just think he's been a little bit of a tough spot his last few fights. Is he motivated to take these fights? Is he just taking fights just to be fighting at this point? Or is he really motivated to go out there and prove people wrong? That's such the balance with Derek Lewis that you don't know that you're going to get with him. And that's part of the roller coaster and package that comes with Derek Lewis and the entertainment package that comes with him. You don't know what you're going to get. If I had to guess, man, I don't think he's going to be able to get it done this weekend, dude. I do think DeLima is going to get it done. I wouldn't put it on any type of betting line. I'm probably not going to bet on this fight. Maybe to start round 2, something like that. But other than that, I wouldn't feel comfortable betting this line either way. But I do think pays out. I think he throws a little bit more volume, and I think that's where Derek Lewis, if the fight does tend to get extended a little bit more than maybe what we're thinking. Volume can hurt Derek Lewis there in the end, and I think Faisal gets it done.
Man, I just can't see the former light heavyweight that's just a fat guy now, just that gas is all of a sudden being able to have a better gas tank at elevation, man. I just can't see it. Let's not forget, Gane ran a bunch of Lewis, can't chase. Pav finished last fight. He had problems with weight also. He was whooping to a so yeah, I mean, until he got hit with that elbow, Derek Lewis is winning that fight, man. At least I thought so, but hey, that's just me. D Rose gonna be wrong this weekend for our second different fight of the night. Pig Champ gonna stay home this week, D Rose. That's 2 bad picks.
It should be a third.
Oh, is it 3?
Yeah, it should be a third different pick.
Hopefully, right? Lush is in here keeping track for us because
Salvador. Vergara.
Okay, cool. Gane did run, but to be honest, Gane styled on him. Yeah, that was a rough one. But next fight of the night, main event of the prelims, brother. We got Officer Trevin Giles taking on Gabriel Bonfim, or The Problem. Trevin Giles taking on Gabriel Mahatinya Bonfim, the Little Hammer, I guess. 16-4 for Trevin Giles, dude, and yeah, hold on. Plus 240, dog. Gabriel Bonfim, 14-0, minus 300 favorite. Trevin Giles, 30 years old, 6 foot and 74-inch reach. Gabriel Bonfim, 25 years old, 6'1" and a 72-inch reach. Whose turn is that? Mine or yours?
It's mine.
Okay, so go for it.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and rock here. Yeah, I think this is a good matchup, man, and I think in terms of favors, dude. Trevin Giles does the UFC more favors than anybody because he always takes really tough fights against really tough dudes that no one would really take the fight against. We've been talking about it privately, but he's fought guys like Michael Morales. He fought Dricus up at 185. He's fought like James Krause, and he's kind of had a little bit of a wild roller coaster in the UFC.
Like he fought Ryan Spann at 205 or at 185 in like LFA. Beat him, dude. Took Roman Dolidze to decision, dude.
Yeah, beat Roman Dolidze. He's got a little bit of a weird career there, man. But no, I do think that Gabriel Bonfim, he's we know that the other Bonfim, Ismail Bonfim. We had even noted that we thought he was a little bit of a high favorite in that Benoit Saint Denis fight. Gabriel Bonfim is a little bit of a big favorite in this fight as well. In terms of betting lines, I wouldn't feel comfortable betting this fight either.
It's a good test.
It's a very good test. But I do think that he's going to come in with a little bit more hype. I think he's going to be able to size up a little bit better with this competition at 170 than Ismail is going to at 155. And I think that he's a little bit more explosive. He's got good boxing. Of course, the jiu-jitsu's there. Very well rounded. I think Bonfim can get it done here. Let's go.
Third round submission. All right, me and D Rose both on Ismail or Gabriel Bonfim third round submission this week because that's how Trevin Giles loses, dude. He does good for 2 rounds and then loses in the third round via submission, or he gets cracked in the first round and gets knocked out. It's just like he either wins the decision or he gets finished. That's how it works.
Didn't he get knocked out by Michael Morales in the third round? And then he got he got knocked out by Drake in the second. So that's what I mean. Like dude, he get knocked out in the second.
Bro, he just wins until he gets cracked and loses. So Gabriel Bonfim by finish this week. Me and D Rose both on Gabriel. But once again, if I expect Trevin Giles to look good until he doesn't, dude. I expect just a little bit of line movement unless he gets finished in the first. But moving on to the main card now, D Rose, you excited for this main card?
Should be a cracker, Mike.
Hell yeah. What's going on, Hulk Longs? I'll get to him, brother. But here we go. Main card, brother. We got the Maverick, Michael Chiesa, taking on the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. The Maverick, 16-6, lost 2 of his last 5. Kevin Holland is 24-9. Won 3 of his last 5, dude. Do you know Kevin Holland's fought in the UFC 6 times since the last time Michael Chiesa's fought in the UFC a year ago against Sean Brady? Dude, he's fought 6 times. Dude, just these 5 are before his year and 7 months ago. Look, year and 4 months ago.
Crazy.
So Kevin Holland much more active. Michael Chiesa plus 130 dog. Kevin Holland minus 150 favorite. Michael Chiesa, 35 years old, 6'1", 75-inch reach. Kevin Holland is 30 years old, 6'3", and 81-inch reach. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, dude. As crazy as it sounds, the only person Michael Chiesa has ever dropped in the UFC is Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Like out of everyone. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, dude. And I believe he's only been knocked out via like cut stoppage, TKO stoppage against who was it by? Like one time, and it was a while back too. Maybe even Anthony Pettis, something crazy like that. So yeah, just Michael Chase is an odd for me, but to me, he's not active enough for me to pick him. Kevin Holland's way more active. He's longer. He's taller. And, dude, if Michael Chiesa can't get Kevin Holland down, dude, that's a dead man walking on the feet, dude. Kevin Holland's going to knock him out. Can you agree?
I think, I think it's a good matchup. I think this is one of those fights that, how I'd mentioned before coming into the card, in terms of the clash of styles. Hey, I'm trying Silent 6. I'm trying, man. But, man, I think in terms of the clash of styles here, yeah, I think, this is a well-contested matchup. We know that Kevin Holland is susceptible to getting taken down and getting submitted. Chiesa can be pretty relentless when it comes to trying to get the takedown. I think the only thing that Michael Chiesa just hasn't really evolved on much is his stand-up game. I know he landed a couple good jabs on Vicente Luque and kind of busted Luque's nose open, but I think that's more Luque not really having the best of head movement more than Chiesa kind of really getting the strikes off. And I think that, if he can't really get his hands on Kevin Holland, I do think he's going to have a little bit of a problem. The only thing that Kevin Holland does, and I mention it almost every time he fights, man, he does not use his range well when he fights at all. Like, he literally jumps into the guy's range. Yeah, that's the only fight that he's ever used his range against. And other than that, dude, he has just not used his range well at all in any of his fights. He jumps right in the range and throws a bunch of wild hooks.
Hey, and sometimes you better watch out. Like, he's gonna like fly to where you're at and like knock on your door and be like, "Hey, don't talk about my mom, dude."
Hey, if Kevin Holland says it, yeah, I'm
don't
definitely.
talk about his mom.
Bro, if Kevin Holland says it, I'm switching my pick. But for now, I'm going Kevin Holland. I think he can potentially get the sub here too, man. Kevin Holland sneaky with those darce chokes, and Michael Chiesa is prone to getting submitted in a lot
via
of his
darce chokes.
Yeah, if you go back in his career, and that's one of Kevin Holland's favorite signatures, favorite submissions too, is that darce chokes. So there could be a chance there.
Yeah, it's no secret. I got my Trailblazer shirt on this weekend. Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. It's got little things. It says "Wipe your booger." You hear when I farted. I swear I had a dream about this, and then the one at the bottom says, "You smell weed." Let's go, Kevin Holland this weekend. He gets the finish over the Maverick Michael Chiesa. But it's all right. Me and Motown Phenom are ready. Dude, he got punched right in the face. He ran up and Kevin Lee punched him right in the face.
Well, Kevin Lee ran up on him. Like, he was
I know. It's like, gee whiz. I almost clicked back on the wrong page and you almost just saw D Rose for a second. Here we go. Second fight on the main card. We got El Kukui, Tony Ferguson taking on Bobby King Green. I know you're excited to talk about this one, D Rose, and you get to break it down too. Wow, look at that, dude. Look at Tony Ferguson's streak right now.
Dude,
tough to see. 25-8, lost all 5 of his last 5. Bobby Green 29-14-1. Tony Ferguson plus 260. These odds aren't right, dude. I saw him earlier. It's like plus 3 something. Bobby Green's like minus 425, I believe. Yeah, dude. It's Tony Ferguson, 39 years old, 5'11", 76.5-inch reach. Bobby Green, 36 years old, 5'10", 71-inch reach. D Rose, go for it, brother.
Man, this is gonna be a hard one for me to watch because I'm a fan of both guys, but huge El Kukui fan, and man, I've just hated seeing the way that his career is just taking a turn the way it has. Ever since that Gaethje fight, it seems like this rest of the brain cells just kind of basically got roasted in that fight, and he had moments in that Michael Chandler fight, even dropping Michael Chandler early on, but still was susceptible to getting hit with that damn head kick and getting knocked out, dude, and. It's just been rough watching him, and I think Bobby Green. One thing with Bobby Green, he doesn't have the most power, so I do think that Tony can. I think he's going to have chances to where he can maybe take advantage of Bobby Green, but I think just looking at Tony in that fight against Nate, I know it was a last-second opponent change. What was it? 72 hours. Yeah, up a weight class, 72 hours notice. All those things, but man, Tony just did not look like the Tony of old in that fight, and
he never dyed his hair. Did an awful job.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, please never do the fight like that. Never do his hair like that again. Just do the black. That's fine. Just do the black, spike it up, and that's fine. That's all we need. But man, it's just gonna be so hard watching. But I think Bobby Green. I think he just gets it done by decision. I think he just boxes Tony up the whole fight. I think Tony just kind of walks in the shots, may land a couple good elbows or so every once in a while, but I think Bobby Green is just a little too slick with his footwork, and I think he gets the decision here.
Yeah. If Tony comes in with blonde hair, but it can't be the same blonde hair that he had against Nate, because that was a terrible blonde. That was not the Charlie Olives blonde. That was like some form of like you just dunked your head in some bleach and just left it how it came out blonde. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I'm not gonna parlay this. I think this line is way too, dude. Bobby Green should not be a minus 400 favorite over anyone in the UFC. Like he just shouldn't. He fights with his hands down, dude, and with his head movement. Could you imagine him head movement right into a spinning elbow from Tony Ferguson and just snooze him? I could see it happening, awesome. Dude. I would be like, hell yeah, go Tony. I'm gonna pick Bobby Green to win this fight via decision, just like D Rose is. But this one's one that will not be getting my money because I do not. I don't trust it. This line's way out of whack. No, don't even parlay Bobby Green this weekend, in my opinion. But let's see. One of my favorite moments was when Tony walked up and Sugar said, walked up to Sugar and said, "Don't make me ankle pick you," and then stayed and talked shit on Khabib with him. Yeah, dude. Those little clips of Tony is just so awkward. It's like, do you not like me or do you like me? Like, it's like he's so like you can never get a feel for Tony.
You never get a read on him.
Yeah. To be fair, Tony has only fought top 5 fighters, and Nate lost win over Bobby Green is not impossible. I think Green is no slouch, but he's definitely not top 5. Yeah, agree. My pick is Tony Ferguson via sand throw.
Dude, like sweep and sand throw. Hell yeah,
dude. Me and D Rose both on Bobby King Green this weekend though. Dude, hopefully Tony can get the dub though. Feature fight of the main card, D Rose. We got the Molador, Michel Pereira, taking on the Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson. 17-6-1 for Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson. 28-11-0 for Michel Pereira. Minus 195 favorite for Wonder Boy. Plus 165 dog for Michel Pereira. Wonder Boy, 40 years old, 6 foot, 75-inch reach. Michel Pereira says 29 years old, but add 10 years, I'd believe it. 6'1", 73-inch reach, dude. He's not 20, dude. There's no way that dude's younger than me. No way.
Well, I mean, with the flips and shit that he does, it doesn't surprise me.
Dude, that dude looks like he's about like a solid 35, 36 years old, dude. It's Tony is schizophrenic. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, man. Dude, also on that last fight, Tony just had a DUI, rolled his truck like 2 months ago, dude. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm excited for this fight too, brother. I'm going for the dog in this one. All right, D Rose, is it my turn or your turn? My turn, right?
Your turn, yeah.
All right. Gonna keep in mind that we got the big cage this weekend and all that, but Michel gonna be the bigger guy, dude. I used to be a huge Michel fan, dude. The Tristan Connolly versus Michel Pereira fight. I don't even care that he lost that fight, dude. That was the most entertaining shit that I've seen in a while, dude. To go in to a UFC octagon and think you're gonna stunt over someone like this, dude, you have the all-time confidence. My props to you, my guy. Like, I was a fan of Michel Pereira's antics. Kind of calmed down a ton, if you ask me. He'll occasionally, start slapping. He'll throw a backflip on Nico Price's face, things like that. But he's gotten a lot smarter on how he fights, man. And with that being said, I think he might wrestle this weekend. And, dude, Wonder Boy, if he gets wrestled, man, it's like we've seen him get wrestled and he can't do anything about it. I kind of worry about Michel gassing a little bit, being at elevation this weekend. There goes the elevation again. But, dude, I am on the dog this week in Michel Pereira. Give me Michel Pereira via decision. Maybe to wrestle Wonder Boy 2 rounds and then survive round 3. Which way are you going, brother?
Man, I'm actually surprised. I'm flip a coin on this fight, dude.
Yeah, I mean, me too. In reality, but I don't know if I picked any dogs. I mean, aside from Derek Lewis, I mean, this might be my 2 dogs of the card, Derek Lewis and Michel Pereira. I think that's my 2 dogs this card.
True. Man, this is it's tough because I think you could very well make the argument that Stephen Thompson could style on him. I mean, we've seen Michel Pereira.
He could, bro. He could.
Yeah, Michel Pereira could, be better with his takedowns and all of a sudden come in and try to fight the smart fight. But, he didn't really try to implement it too much in the Ponzinibbio fight. I know he's taking a little bit of time off with he fought May last year. So, I mean, he's been off well over a year now. I would think, probably recovering from injuries and probably training and, evolving his game a little bit. But, man, I do think there's a chance that, Wonder Boy could, I don't want to say style on him, but yeah, Pereira doesn't use his takedowns, or at least try to tie Wonder Boy up on the cage. I think Wonder Boy could potentially, kind of just kickbox him to a decision here. Man, let's go Wonder Boy here.
All right, that's another different pick. That's I think 4 or 5. One of the two now. Is Amber
4.
all right, dude?
Well, I would say somebody out there dying.
Yeah. All right. Co-main event though, dude. This is one, dude. I'm all on Alex here. We got Jan Blachowicz taking on Potan Alex Pereira, Polish powerhouse. Unless what, D-Rose? But
Jan Blachowicz, the hotel.
9-1. Alex Pereira, dude, is 7-2. That blows my mind. But hey, already been your 185-pound champion. Lost to Izzy 3 months ago, dude. Knocked out cold. Jan Blachowicz -120 favorite. Alex Pereira is your dog, dude. I thought it was even, but another dog I'll be on this week. Jan Blachowicz, 40 years old, 6'2", 78-inch reach. Alex Pereira, 36 years old, 6'4" and growing, and 80-inch reach. Dude, give me Alex Pereira. I think Jan Blachowicz' weakness is a left hook, man, and Alex got the best one in the UFC. Aside from Irene Aldana's, don't sleep on her left hook. But yeah, give me Alex to win this fight. I don't know if he knocks out Jan, but dude, I keep forgetting this is a 3-round fight, dude. So 3 rounds, dude. Jan didn't start wrestling Izzy until round 3 in their fight, dude. So I think he's going to try to test out the kickboxing a little bit, and he might get snoozed. Give me Alex, dude. Alex via knockout is the way I'm going. Alex decision? I don't know. Alex straight up as the dog, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was supposed to be my turn to break it down, but you just kind of took off and started running with it.
I know you want the main, to be honest, and I really didn't have a lot to say here.
Well, I mean, I kind of, either way, but I think.
What did I say? What did I say? Alex gets in. Oh, I don't know. What did I say? Fucking Jan gets hit with the left hook. I mean, that's all I said, and just picked. But my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, I think it's it is a super interesting fight, and I think honestly, you could kind of make the argument that some people could potentially be a little bit more excited for this fight, just in terms of what could be next for the winner. The winner could be potentially fighting Yuri for the title. Alex Pereira, man, the only thing that worries me with him, dude, is that, man, he just got completely slept in April. And I mean, it's July now, so it barely 3 months ago that, he had just gotten completely flatlined by Izzy, and he's back in here now. I know he's going up a weight class, but that's the thing. You're going to be fighting guys who got more power than Izzy as well. Alex is the more technical kickboxer. Jan is really good at checking leg kicks. He did that against Izzy, and I think he can do it against Alex here as well. There's a chance that Jan could use a wrestling man, but man, I do think that Alex is just going to be too much, man. I do. I think Alex is going to be too much, and I think if Jan kind of plays in the fire a little bit too much, man, I swear, I'm so back and forth in this fight because I almost want to say Jan. Like I want to say Jan, I want to say Alex. Man, I'm so torn on this.
But here's what I didn't say, dude. Alex was, dude. We've seen how big Alex is. That dude was getting under 200 pounds, man. At least this is 205. This is 20 more pounds that he has on him, dude. And if he had 8% body fat on him at 185 and was still having to cut weight, dude, he's going to be able to take a little bit better of a punch this weekend. That's why I'm a lot more confident than I guess a lot of people are.
Yeah, I just think, just in terms of the wrestling, I think Jan could potentially expose a man, but just for the sake of the picks, man, let's go Alex here.
I mean, yeah, okay, cool. And then the main event, dude. If y'all haven't already, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up button because I'm awful at asking y'all. So please treat that like button like Chelsea Chandler. I mean, like Norma Dumont treated Chelsea Chandler in their fight. Just kept mollywopping her, dude. Rant. But yeah, man. Main event time. Justin, the highlight Gaethje taking on Dustin Poirier. Number 2, dude. The first fight was an absolute banger. What was that? 3 or 4 years? I said 3 or 4 years ago. Dude, time's been flying by. What is that? 5 or 6 years ago now?
Who's that?
Like the first fight?
Yeah, 2018. So yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. The Diamond, Dustin Poirier taking on the highlight, Justin Gaethje. Dustin Poirier is 29-7, won 4 of his last 5. Only loss was to Charles Oliveira. Justin Gaethje is 24-4, won 3 of his last 5. Also lost to Charles Oliveira and Khabib. But also right before this, you'll see a loss to Khabib for Dustin as well. Right now, Dustin Poirier -135 favorite. Justin Gaethje +115 dog. Dustin Poirier, 34 years old, 5'9", 73-inch reach. Justin Gaethje is 34 years old, 5'11", 70-inch reach. Dude, you don't know how hard it is for me not to get their names mixed up, dude. They're so easy to mix up, dude.
It's just one letter difference in the name. Just one letter difference.
But go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you have it.
Man, this is also another fight going back and forth with because I went back and I've watched the first fight and both guys definitely had moments. Obviously Dustin got the finish in the fight, but Justin Gaethje, he definitely had moments in the fight. He was crushing Dustin Poirier with the leg kicks, and even there towards the end, I believe it was the third round. Gaethje, he had Dustin Poirier hurt there and had him hurt against the fence and almost had a moment there where he had him finished. So you got a little bit more of the measured Gaethje approach this time as opposed to the wild man. He just basically just stood in front of Dustin and just ate punches until he could try to get one back. Yeah, definitely. Silent Six, I think me, you, and everybody else is going for Ustin too, man. Man, this is a super tough fight to call. Dustin, I do think that the advantages that he has, he's a little bit more cleaner boxer. He throws a little bit more volume. But I do think Justin Gaethje is going to have the power advantage, and I do think that his combos might not be as clean, but he has gotten better about throwing more combos with his punches, not just looking for one big overhand or uppercut. Man, give me patient Gaethje here. I think Justin Gaethje, I think he can come in here. I think as long as he's patient, doesn't try to rush the shot. Of course, we know Dustin's got that dog in him, man, but I think Gaethje's got the power, and I think he's got the power that carries late. And I think those leg kicks are going to try to set something up for him again. Dude, if you go back to that first fight, Dustin's legs were literally about to fall off from underneath him. And he got the finish, and it was a nasty finish. And I've watched it a gajillion times, that fight, and that fight is so fun to watch, that first fight. But, man, I think there's some spots that Gaethje can take advantage of that Dustin plays in the fire a little bit too much. And I think a smart fighter like Gaethje can take advantage of.
All right, man. This is one, me personally, this is the one that I've been back and forth on all week. I'm like, man, Dustin's got it. But then I remember, like, oh, this fight's in Utah. That's where Dustin Gaethje trains at elevation. So he's more used to fighting at elevation, as where Poirier's not. But Poirier's never really had a gas tank issue. It's like, bro, so much has changed. I guess more has changed for Gaethje since their last fight than has changed for Poirier. So how does their new styles match up, dude? This is one that I am truly torn on. But Dude, I have to go Gaethje just because of where he trains at and just his improvements that he's made. And was it round 4 and round 5 against like Fiziev, or round 2, was the Fiziev 3 rounds? Yeah, like the last 2 rounds, he was just beating him up, dude. Round 1 was kind of tough for him, but round 1, like for Fiziev, is tough for everyone for the most part. So it's like, I expect, man, but Dustin can knuckle him up early and he just eats so much damage. Like, what can you do? Dude, if you ask me what I expect from this fight, I'm going to be taking the over, or this fight to start round 3. I think I actually have it in a parlay already. This fight to start round 3 or maybe this fight to start round 4 at like, it's like plus 120. So already plus money just to start round 4. Dude, if this fight went to decision, it wouldn't surprise me too much. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, no way this is going to decision, dude." Both fighters know what the other one is capable of at this point, dude. And I'm gonna go Justin Gaethje via decision to beat Dustin Poirier, dude. I'm curious what the odds are on that too, to be honest, because
I'm sure, because I've seen it for Dustin Poirier. I believe Dustin Poirier by decision is like plus 420. So I'm sure Gaethje's at least in the plus 500
dude,
for sure.
and dude, I have full props on DraftKings right now. Miranda Maverick. Oh, I don't have props on the Simmelsberger fight, but I got everything else besides that one. Props and all, dude. So hell yeah. Let me see real quick.
Hell yeah.
We got Justin Gaethje by decision plus 550, dude. Oh hell yeah, y'all are
Hell yeah.
right
That's
now.
I was about to say.
I was looking down trying to figure out. You guys pick different on 1 Vergara versus Salvador, 2 Matthews versus Flowers, 3 Derek Lewis. Oh, we only had 4 different ones, D-Rose?
You know what? I'll make it 5. Give me Jan. Against Alex. Right. Give me Jan. Right. I'll make it 5. Because I'm so back and forth in that fight anyway. So let's just go. Let's just give me Jan so we can make it the 5th different pick.
All right. So for the pay-per-views, we try to do 5 for the pick champ. So yeah, we got a bunch of different fights this weekend. 1, CJ Vergara versus Vinicius Salvador. I'm going CJ Vergara. D-Rose going Vinicius Salvador. Pick number 2, Jake Matthews versus Darius Flowers. I'm going Jake Matthews. D-Rose going Darius Flowers. Pick 3, Derek Lewis versus Payzal. I'm going D-Lou, and D-Rose is going Payzal. Pick number 4, Wonder Boy versus Michel Pereira. D-Rose going Wonder Boy. I'm going Michel Pereira. And pick number 5 going to be Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz. And I am going Alex Pereira. D-Rose going Jan Blachowicz. And then we got another Australian $5 here. Appreciate the Australian $5, brother. I don't know what the exchange rate from that is. With the exchange rate from Australia to US, you could probably afford a free mint with each of these. Much love, firm handshakes. We appreciate like the donation, brother. Spending your hard-earned money just for listening to us talk. Hey, man, like I would never think that day would come, to be honest. So truly, brother, you and Lush, thank you. You guys both are the fucking G's right now. Dustin does not slow down. Mike Chandler beats his fucking ass 1 round, come back to sub after close to sub round 2 after it being 5 rounds. Honestly, it favors Dustin. Okay, dude, this fight's wild. Chandler could have got to finish round 1 on the timing 6. Exactly. You guys both at the same time. Good picks, D-Rose. Me too. No need. Great minds think alike. Hell yeah, y'all. And D-Rose, we got some packages to open, right? So
yeah.
That's our picks for this weekend, y'all. If you missed it, feel free to rewind. Me and D-Rose have 5 different fights this weekend that we picked on for the weekly pick champ. I'm reigning and defending now, a month straight now? 4 weeks, D-Rose? So I can't be mad at that. Yeah, And then the guy actually have 2 packages. One's from Tank Niner. I haven't seen Tank Niner in here tonight, but if he's in here, then I'll open it. But our guy, Lush Lomain, in the chat right now. Lush Lomain sent me and D Rose. Well, he sent me these 2 packages, and I sent D Rose his. Got on Monday, sent it 2-day priority, and D Rose got his earlier today. So Lush Lomain, this is for you, brother. Whatever you sent us, we're about to open it live right here. So
the grand reveal.
I guess let's see what we got.
Can you imagine if it's just going to be like some anthrax and we just open it up and die live right on air here on the Golden Octagon YouTube channel?
Not, man. He's just been setting us up for weeks, sending us $5 a week.
Now he's going to take over the channel.
Right. Welcome to Lush Lomain.
Yeah. Welcome to the Golden Lush.
Said please be a glitter bomb. Bro.
Oh, dude.
I haven't got mine open yet, D-Rose. Oh shit, son. I see the beginning. No, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
I'm trying to...
Lush, man. That's one of the coolest shits.
My
bro.
man.
Look at this, y'all.
That is dope.
I'm gonna full screen it for me, D Rose.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah. Because he got both of us one. Hell yeah, dude. That is so fun.
Bro. Dude,
that
is
dope.
The best shit. Dude, Lush, that is dope as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's awesome, man.
Yo, Lush, I need you.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm about to get you to make, whenever we do drop some fucking merch, Lush, dude, you are going to be the guy that I hit up to fucking make it, because, bro, I don't know how you would do this. That's dope as fuck, man. Let me set this over here.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Got something else in here, I guess.
Dude, got a fucking Carlos Condit Nate Diaz poster. Hell yeah. Dude,
Lush hooked you up, man.
I forgot that was for the interim belt too.
Here, let me put
Nate Diaz
full screen.
kind of went in there. Nate Diaz kind of put a little shitter on for that fight, but well, not a shitter, but he kind of like had Diaz moments, kind of walking away and shit. Hell yeah.
And you can hang that up in your background, D-Rose. You can have something else in your background, right?
Exactly what I was about to say. Dude, that's awesome. We got the shirt over here.
I know yours was a little crush on the top. It isn't broken or anything, right?
No, the shirt was actually the one that was on top. Thank goodness.
Okay,
so
cool. I'm about to open
we got
this,
the
this
Lush,
so I'm guessing that I'll have a little poster in here too.
Damn. I mean, he sent a care package, dude. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Dude, my man.
Lush really hooked it up.
Yeah.
Dude, is this an autographed?
Dude. That's what I was about to say. I didn't even realize, dude, that's got the fucking Nick Diaz autograph. Yes. That's why I was like, dude. I just noticed it when they mentioned.
I believe I got a Nick Diaz.
Oh shit! Damn camera.
Nick Diaz versus GSP. Dude, this is dope as fuck, dude. But it's like a little.
Hell yeah.
It's like a little art here. I'll Here, let me full
Lush, good shit, my dude. Hell yeah. Look at that. My man. Let's go.
And let me go right here. Dude, I'm a huge fan of just like art altogether, and that is like, that's a dope ass picture, and it's signed.
Dude, hell yeah.
That's dope, dude. That's dope, Lush, brother. You are truly dude, that is so cool.
Dude, I swear to goodness,
I'm gonna have to rearrange my set. I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole
set,
brother.
I was looking at a set of nunchucks on Temu, I swear to goodness, hand to the man.
I'm guessing that's what's in here.
Right hand to the man. I was looking at some dude. That's dope.
All right, so I believe I have one more thing here to cut open. D Rose, do you have anything left?
Look, I'm about to bust my ass now.
Do you have anything left to open, D Rose, or is that?
Yeah, I got one more. I'm sitting here playing with the.
All right, cool.
I'm sitting here playing with the nunchucks.
I'm trying to get everything opened up, dude. No way! You're gonna love this next one, D Rose. You're gonna love this next one, D Rose.
Oh shit! Let's take a gander.
Oh. It's about to be your first one of these. I know you don't got one of these.
Oh hell yeah! Who's
I believe that's going to be Nate Diaz. Right, Lush? You can help us.
Yes, that is. Because I compared it to the autograph in here. Damn, dude.
Dude, Lush hooked it fucking up, dude.
Dude, hell yeah.
And D-Rose got some stuff to put on his wall. Nick Diaz, my bad. I keep saying Nate Diaz.
It's easy to mix the two up. Nate. I'd said it earlier for a second. Let's go.
All right, so Lush says all Nick Diaz. Okay, cool.
Let's go. Nick Diaz Army, motherfucker.
NDA. The real as it gets. Hell yeah. And he said the nunchucks are signed too, D-Rose.
Oh. Dude. How do you get all this Nick Diaz shit? Hell yeah, they are. Oh my gosh. That is
You're
crazy.
just swinging them around.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm still busting somebody's asshole.
I'm still busting somebody's asshole. Dude, that's dope.
Dude. Yeah, I didn't see where I see it right there now.
Dude.
I'm gonna bust my
hit with one of them shits, dude.
I'm about to bust my ass now.
Dude, Blush, you are a true gentleman, dude. Thank you, dude. You are dude, to think that somehow, dude, we have started something where people want to send us stuff like this, dude.
This is dope.
I'm kind of speechless, awesome, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm truly kind of speechless, bro. It's like I don't want to start crying, but it's like, bro,
super grateful, dude. Like super grateful for all this, man. Like, I mean, I couldn't even imagine, like, we've been doing this, and someone would have even thought that, like, they appreciated it so much they would have sent us stuff. Like, dude, that's awesome, man. And the community that I've kind of helped a little bit, but you've kind of really helped built up this big community here, and just a very very welcoming and caring community. So yeah, it's super awesome, man. And Lush, we really do appreciate all this stuff, man, for real.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see some more stuff pop up in the back of D Rose's background and next week. He's gonna have some he's gonna have some stuff. But truly, Lush, brother, thank you so much, man. Dude, I'm you are just one above, dude. You just go one above everyone else, dude. And hey, dude, you are just the fucking man for that. So truly, I appreciate it. Whoop them with the unsigned one.
Here's the signed one. That's
was that close to my head? I guess I didn't know. I was just winging it.
I mean, you can hear it. You can hear it in the mic. It was like, whoop, 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 whoop. So yeah, it probably sounded pretty damn close too.
Oh goodness! What
man?
Never done anything before you guys. Absolutely a cult of legends. Hey, brother, if we can do anything, to entertain y'all, and dude, that is truly, dude, that is great. The fact of that I don't even know what to say, man. People send us shit just because we talk on the internet, dude. Still sad about Umar vs. Corey not being next weekend. Yeah, I know. Lush makes everyone else looks like scrubs. No, Austin, truly, dude. Anyone that just stops by and just says what's up, dude. All this is above and beyond. Lush is the absolute man for this. By no means would I ask anyone to ever send me anything, but if you guys want to, I'm not gonna be like, nah, keep y'all shit. I mean, I'm a person. I like free shit. Who don't like free shit? But just to think that it's turned into like this, where it's like, man, I know this shit wasn't cheap, bro, and it's like, just thank you, brother. Just truly thank you, man. It's just, for real. Yeah. It's just, I can't believe that. Yeah. Hey, Austin, give them a free couple minutes.
I appreciate it. Being a car salesman, mints are essential in the business because you don't need to be having stinky breath. So, Silent Six, we appreciate it all the same.
No. We all make it happen. Truly, y'all are the best. I also have a package here that I need to open from Tank Niner. I don't know if Tank Niner's in here right now, but Tank Niner, if you watch this back, brother, I am going to open this up right now. I think he said he sent me some Alexa Grasso cards, so that's what I expected. Oh yeah, brother, my mail isn't the best, brother. So as you see, it's just kind of tossed in here. Nothing too crazy. Just seeing the top cards on Whatnot and thought I'd scoop it for you. Okay, cool. So let me get this. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this tape, so I apologize.
Hell yeah, dude. That's dope too.
2 cards for you from Tank Niner and cards from your GF for her Pink Eyes collection. That's dope. A stack of cards for you to keep or whatnot. Do giveaways. Brother, dude. He sent me a bunch of shit here, dude.
Damn.
Tank Niner really sent a lot of shit here. I have to show you all this, but I have to get the tape off of it first because the tape broke. So, once tape breaks, it just kind of sticks wherever. But yeah,
it literally does.
He said 2 cards for me. Sent me an Alexa Grasso rookie card. If you guys care about that, it's going to be kind of hard to see. I don't know.
Yeah, the screen's really dark.
Purple Ilya Taporia. Purple Ilya Taporia. This is going to be a shit show. And yeah, Tank Niner sent me a shit ton of cards. There's some autographs, numbered cards in here. So honestly, y'all, what I'll probably do is there's a little note in here. It said a stack of cards for you to keep or whatnot if you want. Use as giveaways to the awesome Golden Octagon family. So that's probably what I'll do, Tank Niner. This stack right here that you had a little note on, I'll probably run a giveaway in honor of Tank Niner. So thank you, brother. And I know my girl will appreciate the few cards for her Pink Ice if she don't have them already. And I know she's about halfway done with it. So truly, Tank Niner, if you see this, brother, thank you. And I will reach out to you on Instagram if you don't see this, brother. But y'all, we had a show today, yeah? We had a show today.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a, but I like taking that last, like 10, 15, because we had actually wrapped up like fight talk like a little bit earlier than what we normally do. But I like taking the last few like we did to kind of do stuff like that. That was awesome show today. I felt like we had a lot of good laughs this show.
Yeah. Daniel Vasquez saying duck race, and Daniel, that's probably what I'll end up doing, brother. I know y'all love those duck races. y'all love the duck races. Yeah. I will probably get a post get ready in the next few days or something like that. Probably not for Friday's video because I've already filmed that. So but yeah, just to let y'all know, card video 2023 select will be out Friday. Change the Cheddar will be Saturday morning. I knew I was forgetting something. Change the Cheddar Saturday morning. Because don't forget that UFC pay-per-view this weekend, baby. And then the post-fight, D-Rose, are we doing a post-fight for UFC 291? Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'd like to. And hopefully, since there's no title fights except for the BMF fight, hopefully they hopefully it gets wrapped up pretty quick.
Yeah, hopefully. So me and D-Rose will be back here live after the fights on Saturday. Definitely not sober to let you guys know. Well, my end, not sober, to let you guys know what happened after the fights. But hell yeah. Absolute. Albino Manny posted a 23 select video. Oh yeah, I actually seen that earlier today. He did get some pretty good stuff out of there. But yeah, that's going to be all from us here this week, y'all. We talked some fights. We gave y'all some news. We opened up some mail from our guy, Lush Lomain. That guy right there.
Man.
He is the man. He is truly the man. Yeah, but with that being said, y'all, that's going to be all from us. Catch us back here next week if you don't want to watch any of the other shit we're going to be doing. But once again, Friday, I'll be here opening cards. Saturday, change to cheddar. And post-fight, Saturday night, me and D-Rose will be right back here. With that being said, if y'all haven't already, please do us a favor. Hit a thumbs up button on your way out of here if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new, all that good shit. That's going to be all from us. I'm just rambling now. Matt D-Rose is on that side of your screen, and we will catch y'all next week. Peace.